Hey everybody, it's Mike with Detroit Grooming Company, and I've got another short video for you. This time it's about brushes or combs, or brushes and combs. What do we do? Well, a little of both actually, and I'll tell you how, and I'll tell you why in a second. There's kind of an order of combs that you want to go in terms of material. You want to start looking, when you're trying to make a purchase, firstly at how dense the tines are, how close they are together. If you've got more of coarse hair, you want to get the tines a little further apart. If you've got finer hair, you can get the tines that are closer together. Now that's where a brush comes in. A brush is going to wipe all those qualifications out because it's going to take care of both. So, but you're not going to have the control per se on styling. So let's take a look at what we got. The order of combs that you should look for would be, firstly, horn. Horn combs come in varying sizes and shapes, varying colors as well, and tine distance. That's also what you want to look for. There's a lot of variation in those, but you want one that suits your facial hair. Sometimes they're, they'll tell you on the website. We even have it on ours. The style may vary, the one that you get. You can leave in the notes what you'd like to request, but there's only so much we can do with those because they're actually handmade. So horn is closer to the composition of the hair on your face. So it's very soft, it's anti-static, it'll run through your face nice and smooth, it won't bind up, except in some cases. So that would be your first step. Second step would be wood, actually. And we sell these long-handled Peachwood combs. These are really cool. Let me try to get a good shot. Pretty neat. Now the reason why we chose Peachwood is because of this. Nice and soft in terms of bristle, in terms of tines, and they don't snap. So this is another one that's anti-static, that'll move right through your face like a hot knife through butter, and won't bind up on you because the tines have a little bit of give. Too much give is of course bad, so the closer to the bridge of the comb, the stiffer the tines are, obviously, so you don't end up with too much binding up there. The next comb down you would get is actually plastic. And I always carry my plastic comb in my pocket. We do sell some unbreakables at DetroitGrooming.com as well. Those are your classic pocket combs. Your grandfather carried one, your father carried one, you should carry one, and maybe your kids will carry one too. One of those types of combs. There are lots of manufacturers out there. Made in the USA, unbreakable. That's the best. Can't be beaten. Let's take a look at brushes. Now, this is our firm military boar bristle brush, and the difference between a firm brush and a soft bristle brush is actually length of bristle. This is more intended for close cropped beards, closer to the face. You can even use it if you use oil-based pomade. It's great for the hair. It gives a nice smooth finish, but not as much control as a comb. So if you're trying to style your beard in a particular way and square it up, the brush is not going to do it for you. You're going to need the comb for that. But in terms of general overall getting product down to your face and having an evenly, smoothly coat, you can't beat the brush. It's the #1 implement for a beard. And I'll show you the long bristle. This is the soft boar bristle brush. As you can see, the tines, or the the bristles, bend quite readily. And so this one is used more for styling and for longer beards. So this isn't intended for getting down to the skin like the firm military boar bristle brush is. That one is very specific. I would tend to steer you towards the firm military boar bristle brush if you have a beard about as long as mine or shorter. Anything longer than that, you'll want to get into the longer, soft, long handle stuff. In terms of combs, I left one out, which I'll circle back to right now. This is the metal comb, the stainless steel bottle opening comb. This is our 4-inch variety here. See the bottle opener there feature, and we have our name laser engraved. Of course, the tines are nicely spaced, and you have little arches so your hair does not get bound up. I don't know if that's going to show up too well, but that's great for styling. So some people use a blow dryer. I would recommend it, especially if if you have the time, to use a blow dryer, heat up that metal comb, make sure there's oil and butter on your face, and just run that warm comb right through your face in conjunction with the blow dryer. First of all, it helps the butter set up, it helps shape your beard, and keeps the metal comb from binding up in your hair, which if you don't have anything in your face in terms of butter or oil, you're going to realize very quickly why that's the last comb on the list, because it's the least friendly in terms of hair and skin if you're not well oiled and buttered. So that's it for combs and brushes for today. If you guys have any questions, leave them down there in the comments. Remember to follow our channel and like us on Instagram, Facebook, and here on YouTube. And thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.